and welcome to BSO's annual award ceremony, where we will honor some amazing individuals. My name is Vita Coleman-Wright, and it is an honor to serve as your MC. Today's ceremony will celebrate the outstanding accomplishments of men and women in 2024. And at this time, I would like to invite to the stage Associate Chaplain Darren Bennett to start us off right with the invocation.
Good afternoon. While I want to emphatically congratulate all of the award recipients today, I do want to address everyone in the room today. See, because there is potential for all of us sitting in these seats and standing in the back to receive an award.
Just the LEDs.
Let me articulate that in one simple sentence. Listen. The greatest reward, in my opinion, is you choosing to use your life that you might positively impact someone else's life. I can articulate it this way. We can accumulate all the awards, accolades, and affirmations and put them on a trophy case. But that trophy case may break down.
Is the podium light so far over? Do you see it on the wall?
It's not so much about how many people fill a room such as this, as much as it's about how many people stand around the bedside when you
Can you get a light over to the podium?
It is likely those are the people that you made a positive impact. Those are the people that you deposited positivity into. Those are the people that you have created a lasting legacy. And so while awards such as these may pass away
the
or
one
be
that's on the front
forgotten,
of the balcony where you
what will never be forgotten
Can you
is
move
the
it over?
legacy that you leave behind as you impact someone's life. That will last beyond your lifespan. And so yet again, in my opinion, the greatest award you can receive or achieve is to use your life that you might positively impact someone else's life. And with that being said, let us pray. Father, it is in your precious, mighty, matchless name that we come before you, and we thank you yet again for the opportunity to assemble today as we do indeed celebrate all the award recipients in this moment, Lord.
Any of those?
But we also ask that everyone under the listening sound of my voice would take the encouragement that I shared, the exhortation, and even the admonishment that I shared, that they would look on and even if they're not receiving an award today, that they would understand that their life is a award, that they have an opportunity to use their life in a positive way to leave behind a legacy that will be lasting beyond the very lifespan that you have blessed them with. And so, God, we thank you. We give you glory. We give you honor. We give you praise for this day. And all that believe in the words of prayer would say, amen and amen. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we need the light on the podium.
Thank you so much, Chaplain Bennett, for your blessings and for your words of encouragement. At this time, would you all rise as the Honor Guard presents the colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. At this time, I want to invite the BSO singers to the stage to perform the national anthem.
Early light, O'er the land of the free
and the home
of the brave.
You may be seated. A big thank you to the BSO Honor Guard and the BSO Singers, especially for that beautiful rendition. Thank you. And now at this time, I would like to invite to the stage our Honorable Sheriff, Dr. Gregory Tony.
Thank you, Vita. Good afternoon, everyone, and I want to take a moment to thank all the different officials who are in attendance as we honor some of our employees today. It's my understanding we have some of our elected officials from different cities, both at the county and city level. Versus going through all the names, I just want to recognize you all as a collective group. I also want to take a moment to thank some of our partners who are here today from the Lighthouse
Where's the other
Police
license
Department, Lighthouse Point, Plantation, and Understanding Davie Police Department is also here, and some of their members will be honored today.
One of the front wash
as part of
lights
this
should be
award
able to catch
ceremony.
them.
This is now the 6th year in which I've had the opportunity to not just serve as the sheriff of this organization, but to stand here and recognize some of the great work that takes place within this organization. If you look at the call volume of service that we execute in Broward County, roughly 2 million calls for services come out collectively within this community. Those calls are broken up, whether it be law enforcement oriented, fire rescue, or any type of service oriented call that we're responsible for. And it's almost next to impossible to recognize the performance of every single deputy, firefighter, civilian, dispatcher, or any other element of our organization, because they're constantly performing well. But today we have a chance to look at and examine and honor 450 members of our organization
they say they don't hear any background
who have
noise.
gone above and beyond the call of duty and performed to some level of excellence. That's not just scripted within their
But it
job
sounds like
task,
you
but
can
it
hear, like,
indicates
noise.
their individual efforts. And I think that's the theme along the lines of which I was speaking opening this ceremony today.
I'm wondering if it's a different.
I had this conversation 8 days ago with one of my managers, talking to Katarina, about what it means to be a public safety professional and what drives me the most in terms of expectations for the men and women under my command. And it's something I've learned throughout 20 years almost now that I've been in this profession, and that is this. Of the 2 million calls for services that we may be responsible for answering, we truly don't control the outcome of any of those calls. I want everyone who's wearing a badge or serving to think about that. We don't control the outcome. But what we can control is our effort. We can control how hard we go. We can control how fast we push. We can control how much we risk. All those things are coming down to the individual effort. A law enforcement officer may get an active shooter event. We'll see today as one of our honorees. Somebody else to come. We can coach a lot of things in this profession, but we can't coach effort. It's up to you. It doesn't just apply to the men and women who when a building's on fire, We need firefighters to storm through that building and carry over 100 plus pounds of gear and hump it up the steps. They can run or they can walk, or they can wait for the next person to show up. But what you're going to see here today, as you hear some of these stories, that the men and women that walked across this stage chose to provide the highest level of effort. And that's what's going to be guiding this organization going into the future. I've come amongst my second term, and I thought about how can we get better, what are things we can do, what are things I can do to make us a better organization. And I'm going to be a champion for more effort. It's very hard to control how much energy that an individual put out. All the training, all the different equipment and tools and everything else come down to a human effort. And it may not change the outcome. We're not going to save everybody in this profession. We may get there too late. We may provide 120% effort, and the outcome can still be catastrophic. But ask yourself, if you're wearing this uniform, ask yourself, if you're carrying a badge and you're taking an oath, are you willing to have a career of 30 plus years of 120+% effort? That applies to the young, that applies to the old, that applies to the administrators, that applies to the troops. We have to continue to exhibit the highest level of effort for this community because 2 million people deserve it. They fought with us, they stood alongside of us. They have not barked back at us when we requested more money. They have not barked back against us when we requested more equipment. They have not barked back against us when we said it's time to diversify this organization and make sure it's reflective of this community. Instead, they have championed us. So in exchange, they deserve 120% effort. 450 plus different awards today. 68 lifesavers. 68 lifesavers. If you didn't sign up to save a life, then you missed your calling, you're wearing the wrong uniform. Of all the awards, in my opinion, that is the most honorable one to receive. Because we've given someone an extension to be with their families, we've given someone an extension to pursue their dreams, we've given someone an extension, perhaps to even wear this uniform someday, by the efforts that we supply on the call. So to all those who will walk across and receive a Lifesaver Award, know that this, for me, and from my perspective, I think you guys are some of the rock stars of the organization. Some are coming up getting 2 lifesavers, as if one wasn't good enough. So all the family members who are participating here today, thank you for coming. I know it's Bring a Child to Work Day, and I see a lot of ones out here. And hopefully some of them end up being some of our members of this agency. We have vacancies in DOD, that's for Colonel Orban. The last thing I would say is before we kick this off, I want to personalize this for just a moment, guys. When I accepted command of this agency, I had a chance to meet a lot of people early. One individual I met was Pastor Mohorn, and I know he's here today. And when you walk into this organization, a lot of people ask of you. There's a request. We need this. I want that. Can I do this? So on and so forth. But he was the first person that asked me, what can I do for you? And it was simple. I said, just pray for me. I'm a God-fearing man, and I didn't think I arrived here on my own, and I won't retain this office without God in my life. So I'd asked him to pray for me. And guys, he has called me every single Monday for the last 6 years, consistently at 9:25. Well, it was at 7 a.m. at first, and I told him, hey, buddy, but I love the Lord too, but 7 o'clock is really early. We pushed it back, and it turned into 9:25. Guys, that is 330 weeks of a consistent phone call to pray for me. And he has not missed one phone call. I am guilty of missing several. I have been in other countries on different time zones. He calls. I have been out in so many different parts of the world, in so many different meetings, and he calls. And here's the thing. He could call and hang up and know that, all right, I'll try him later. Instead, he leaves anywhere between a 2.5 to 5 minute prayer on my phone line. And you may not know this, but I save them all, and I listen to them all, every single one. So if I'm going to honor people today for their outstanding performance, there isn't an award that exists in this agency. But this is my great appreciation for you. If you can come across and meet me on the other side, we'll take pictures. Please give this man a round of applause for his work.
Is this a commendation or no? This is just a mention. Just a mention. Okay.
What a great way to start this ceremony this afternoon with thankfulness and gratitude. Thank you, Sheriff Dr. Tony, for your heartfelt words of inspiration and for sharing that very personal and emotional presentation with us. And to Pastor Moorhorn, we love you, we appreciate you, and thank you for all of the many prayers and the continued prayers. If he catches you in the hall, he's going to say a prayer for you. Believe me, some days those prayers, every time, they are very much needed. So thank you. Before we begin our honorees today, I just want to ask that you leave your belongings in your seat before you come on the stage, and then after you cross the stage, you will be going back to those exact seats. So please leave your belongings there. With that, I am excited to get into the awards presentation, as I know everyone is. And up first, we have the Commendation Awards. And I'm pleased to have joining me on stage my esteemed colleague, Senior Public Information Officer Carrie Codd, to present the 2024 Commendation Awards.
Vita, thank you so much. The men and women receiving this distinguished honor have performed commendable acts that go well above and beyond their call of duty. We are all profoundly grateful for their remarkable service and the immense impact they have made. Now, won't you join me in please welcoming to the stage first up is Lieutenant Marcus Alphonse. Next up, Deputy Milan Asus. Next, Deputy Mike Belazier. Associate Chaplain Darren Bennett. Special Projects Coordinator, Kisa Bole Charles. Regional Communications Operator 3, Chambray Coppett. Firefighter Paramedic Gonzalo Curbelo. Sergeant Edward Ernest. Driver Engineer Joseph Casper. And here's a preview. You'll be hearing more from the Casper family later in this ceremony. Community Service Aide George Esquivel. Jody Farrell Canizaro. Senior Systems Technician Danielle Fernandez. Deputy Ariel Gonzalez. Driver Engineer Charlie Eckert. Firefighter Paramedic Brandon Harris. Firefighter Paramedic Fernando Gahate. Deputy Jeremy Gibbons. Detective Ben Coos. Captain Stephen Lemons. Deputy Carlos Martinez. Deputy Conrado Morera. Deputy Carlos Ortez. Senior System Technician Conrad Peel. Lieutenant Klaus Richard. Senior Network Analyst Alexander Rodriguez. Sergeant Patricia Williams. And now it's my honor to turn things back over to my esteemed colleague, Vita Coleman-Wright.
Thank you so much, Carrie. Now, please join me in celebrating the achievements of our 2024 Deputies of the Year. We're starting with Sergeant Christian Caballero. Sergeant Caballero is best known on BSO's Rangemaster. In 2024, he played a pivotal role in the training division's success, leading a major transition in annual pistol qualifications and coordinating the agency's efforts during the launch of 3 firearms ranges following the opening of the Research Development and Training Center. A dedicated supervisor and instructor, he oversaw 150 rifle and handgun qualifications for more than 1,600 participants. His passion for teaching and mentoring, both within BSO and among outside agencies, truly sets him apart. Congratulations, Sergeant. Sergeant Laurice Melvin. Sergeant Melvin has been a dedicated member of BSO since 2013. As a leader, he has demonstrated great initiative by creating a detailed Excel tracking system that documents inspections, deficiencies, and commendations, helping uphold high standards of professionalism within the Department of Detention. His efforts have strengthened team unity and promoted a culture of accountability and continuous improvement. As a Navy reservist, his commitment to service and community is evident. Congratulations and thank you for your service. We move on to Detective of the Year with Detective Earl Scott. In 2021, the BSO Public Corruption Unit received a tip about possible federal Paycheck Protection Program fraud involving BSO employees. Detective Scott, alongside with his team, launched an agency-wide investigation. Working alongside federal partners, he meticulously reviewed each PPP application. His work has led to millions of dollars in restitution, civil judgments, and fines. Detective Scott's dedication reflects BSO's commitment to transparency and accountability. Congratulations. Up next, our 2024 Firefighter of the Year, Captain Kevin Myers. Captain Myers, a senior member of the technical rescue team, has helped redefine how the team trains and performs. Known for going above and beyond, he brings a deep passion for mentoring and training, shaping the careers of many newer firefighters and paramedics. His leadership has strengthened the department and inspired a new generation to embrace excellence, dedication, teamwork. Congratulations, Captain. Moving along, we have our 2024 Communications Operator of the Year Award, going to Communications Operator 3, Kayla Durham. Comms Operator Durham has shown remarkable skill, calmness under pressure, and unwavering dedication in managing critical calls for service. Though relatively new to the role, she has quickly become an invaluable asset, handling both emergency and non-emergency calls with professionalism and poise. Kayla was nominated for the prestigious Tom Gallagher Award, which recognizes dispatchers who exemplify leadership, exceptional service, and a steadfast commitment to public safety. For Kayla, this isn't the exception, this is her standard. Congratulations, Kayla. It's an honor to now recognize BSO's Civilian Employees of the Year, starting with the Special Patrol Division, Anya Fennell. It would be impossible to overstate how important Anya is to the Special Patrol Division. Serving as an administrative specialist, Anya consistently demonstrates exceptional dedication, initiative, and skill as she expertly manages the administrative needs of 55 deputies across several specialized units. Committed to learning and professional growth, she has completed 29 independent FEMA courses and 13 emergency management training classes, and was an integral part of creating the BSO High Water Response Task Force. Further, her timeliness and attention to detail has postured BSO to receive thousands of dollars in grant funds. Today, we recognize her with this well-deserved honor. Congratulations. From Youth and Neighborhood Services, we have Mindy Montalbano. Mindy has masterfully supported BSO's SRO program, the Election Support Unit, the Police Athletic League, and the Law Enforcement Explorers Program. Utilizing her interpersonal and community partnerships, she was able to garner great support for the Explorers Award Ceremony and Appreciation Dinner, helping to make it a memorable occasion for all. Mindy's meticulous organizational abilities ensure seamless execution of all programs, consistently exceeding expectations. Congratulations to this well-deserved recognition. Thank you, Mindy. And from the Department of Fire Rescue and Emergency Services, we have Jody Ramirez. Compliance and Accreditation Manager Jody Ramirez has shown outstanding dedication and expertise in managing multiple accreditations, ensuring BSO's Department of Fire Rescue and Emergency Services exceeds rigorous standards. She enhances her knowledge through national peer review visits and plays a vital role in maintaining departmental compliance. Currently pursuing a doctorate degree in public administration, Jody is committed to excellence and exemplifies the qualities an exceptional civilian employee should have. Congratulations. From the Department of Detention and Community Programs, we have Michelle Russell. More than 35 years ago, staffing management supervisor Michelle Russell began her career as a data entry operator. Today, she oversees the entire tracking system for schedules and leave for 1,200 employees. Her deep knowledge and understanding ensures agency accountability and has led to key software enhancements, improved efficiency, and enhanced training for system users. Thank you for all you do, and congratulations, Michelle. And from the Information Technology Division, we have Senior IT Manager Farhan Siddiqui. As a valued member of the ITD team, Farhan manages BSO's cybersecurity and system administration units. His leadership has fortified BSO's cybersecurity defenses, culminating in the successful disruption of a foreign cyber attack. He spearheaded a transformative upgrade to the agency's storage and backup systems, ensuring optimal performance and integrity, as well as revamping its patching processes. Farhan has been instrumental to BSO's technological infrastructure and security. We appreciate your innovation and your leadership. Congratulations. Now we are ready to recognize our units of the year, starting with the Department of Detention, the Bureau of Investigations and Projects Unit. In 2024, this unit was responsible for managing numerous departmental audits, including the Prison Rape Elimination Act audit. This is an audit from the Florida Department of Corrections, Accreditation Commission, and Florida Model Jail Standards. Countless hours of preparation and coordination go into each audit, and their efforts yielded successful outcomes. PREA auditors even praised BSO's efforts for having some of the most effective policies in the country. An amazing achievement. Congratulations to the entire team. Next up, we have the Department of Law Enforcement Pompano Beach Alpha Gold Squad. Throughout 2024, the Pompano Beach Alpha Gold Squad responded to everything from urgent medical calls to complex criminal investigations, demonstrating their versatility and dedication to public safety. Their proactive efforts significantly impacted crime rates, with more than 1,100 arrests, handling more than 19,000 calls for service. The squad consistently addressed community needs, from active shooter incidents to violent crimes. With multiple victims, the team has shown unwavering commitment and the ability to perform under pressure. Thank you for keeping Pompano Beach safe. Congratulations. From the Department of Human Resources, Communications, and Technology, we have the Selection and Assessment Unit. This small but mighty team ensures the efficient operation of an agency with more than 5,500 employees. In 2024, the unit received and processed more than 12,500 applications, filling 620 vacancies across our organization. The unit also facilitated promotional processes for the Departments of Law Enforcement, Detention, Communications, and Fire Rescue, processing more than 270 sworn promotions, in addition to expediting processing procedures for law enforcement and detention deputies. We are deeply appreciative of their efficiency and professionalism. Congratulations. The Department of Professional Standards and Investigations, the Special Victims Unit. In 2024, the Special Victims Unit consistently demonstrated exceptional professionalism and dedication to every case they handled. One notable example includes their swift response to a situation where Viper detectives intervened to stop an active sexual assault in a vehicle. After thorough investigation, they apprehended the suspect and obtained a full confession, effectively removing this dangerous predator from the community. This case highlights the unit's continued success in fulfilling its mission, advocating for victims, building strong cases, and bringing violent offenders to justice. Congratulations on an outstanding year. Last but certainly not least for our units of the year, from the Department of Preparedness and Response, we have the Traffic Homicide Unit. This dedicated team consists of 1 sergeant and 7 detectives who investigate crashes involving death or serious injury 24 hours a day. And as you can see, they're all not here because they are busy working. Their highly technical work involves everyone's favorite subjects, math and physics. And it requires extreme precision. In 2024, the unit investigated 182 traffic crashes, including assisting other agencies. And nearly 1/3 of the cases were criminal in nature, leading to arrest. We commend this unit for their effort and honor them for their professionalism, their commitment, and dedication to service. Congratulations and thank you. Moving on to our Grand Court and Unit Achievement Awards, let's begin with the BSO Co-Responder Unit. I did not realize that Major was over this unit too. Deputy Marcus Hall and licensed behavioral health therapist Daniel Gelpe are exemplary first responders who go above and beyond the call of duty to ensure the safety and well-being of the community. In 2024, the co-responder unit responded to more than 400 calls for service. They've played a crucial role in educating road patrol deputies and BSO personnel on vital response and safety measures for the growing mental health crisis. Thank you for your expertise and compassion. Up next, we have the Community Events and Logistics Unit. This unit is the machine that drives much of BSO's community involvement. Their efforts support community outreach, crisis intervention, and logistics support across BSO and Broward County for many events, including today's program. This unit takes pride in fostering relationships with underserved communities through initiatives such as the homeless outreach and crisis intervention teams. Their involvement in Shred-a-thon Operation Medicine Cabinets brings proactive crime prevention programs directly to the community. Their efforts have enhanced the public's perception of law enforcement, whether it's spearheading logistically for a food drive or helping a family in need or reading to kids. Their work is having a tangible impact in the lives of countless individuals across Broward County. Thank you for your service and congratulations. Moving on to the Deerfield Beach Behavioral Response Team. In 2024, deputies Kevin Gahica and Roberto Raymond These deputies from the Behavioral Response Team provided follow-up and assistance to 329 Baker Act cases. This team has combined innovative practices and compassionate case management to redefine the role of law enforcement response to mental and behavioral health challenges. Their dedication has made a profound impact on the Deerfield Beach community. Thank you. Thank you both, and congratulations. Up next, also from Deerfield Beach, we have the Crime Suppression Team. Among the team's many accomplishments, their leadership in the SAFE initiative, or the Stop Abuse, Fight Exploitation, stands out as a defining achievement. This multi-agency effort aims to eradicate human trafficking and dismantle illicit massage businesses. Their broader efforts to combat crime, collaborate across jurisdictions, and protect the community distinguishes them as a premier team. Congratulations to you all. Our next Grand Cordon Award goes to the Department of Fire Rescue and Emergency Services, the EMS Captains. In a 6-month period, the EMS captains responded to more than 1,000 calls for service, exemplifying their unwavering dedication. Together, they have elevated the effectiveness and efficiency of emergency medical services while ensuring victims receive the highest standard of care. These individuals consistently exceeded expectations in their dual roles as frontline administration response and critical operational oversight. Great job by all, and congratulations. Our next honoree, another very busy unit, the Homicide Unit. In just 6 months, the unit investigated 26 new homicides, 3 deputy-involved shootings, and numerous cold cases. This unit faces many challenges, from dealing with grief-stricken families to investigative hurdles of piecing together evidence. Despite the challenges, the Homicide Unit always rises to the occasion, showing a level of resilience, commitment, and skill that demonstrates excellence. Congratulations. Next, we have the Patrol K-9 Unit. In 2024, the K-9 Unit reached new heights, welcoming 6 new K-9 teams, including 4 new handlers into its ranks. This year also marked a major milestone, the launch of the unit's first ever dedicated Patrol K-9 training field, complete with advanced obstacle courses designed to sharpen skills and boost operational readiness. By embracing cutting-edge training techniques and demonstrating exceptional performance at high risk, complex situations, the K-9 unit has made a powerful and lasting contribution to public safety in Broward County. Congratulations to the entire team. Our next team being honored is the Pompano Beach Crime Suppression Team. Operation Trigger Lock was a notable large-scale initiative for this CS team. resulting in the reduction of calls for service in specific areas by roughly 2,500 calls. In addition to this success, the team executed approximately 365 arrests and 23 search warrants, demonstrating their proactive and impactful approach to public safety. Their dedicated efforts are truly invaluable for the Pompano Beach community. Congratulations. Our next unit honoree is the Titan SWAT unit. Over a span of just 6 months, the Titan unit demonstrated extraordinary commitment and impact, responding to more than 3,000 incidents and playing a key role in more than 200 arrests. The unit also provided vital support to the K-9 unit, assisting in more than 50 searches. Operating 7 days a week all across Broward County, the Titan unit remains ever ready, capable of rapid deployment to confront emerging threats, manage critical incidents, and apprehend dangerous suspects. Their relentless dedication plays a crucial role in keeping our community safe. Congratulations to the Titan unit on an exceptional year of service. The training division was especially busy in 2024. For these next few awards, we will recognize the efforts of a few teams within that division. First up is the DLE in-service team. This exceptional team plays a vital role in elevating the quality and performance of BSO's DLE deputies. In just 6 months, they delivered more than 70 sessions of defensive tactics and use of force training to deputies and sergeants. In addition, they conducted numerous other critical trainings, including CPR, driver awareness, and report writing. Their work is essential to the continued growth, safety, and professionalism of our agency. Congratulations to this outstanding team for their unwavering dedication and impact. Now we welcome the Department of Detention and Service team. Though small in size, the DoD in-service team has an outsized impact, responsible for training more than 1,700 sworn and civilian personnel each year. In a remarkably short time, this dedicated team successfully delivered comprehensive firearms training to more than 700 detention deputies. Their commitment to excellence and innovation and training continues to strengthen the capabilities of our agency. Congratulations to the DoD and service team for their outstanding service and dedication. Next, we have the Firearms Range team. In 2024, the Firearms Range Unit rose to meet relentless training demands with the opening of the new Research, Development, and Training Center. The team delivered high-quality firearms instruction to both DLE and DoD personnel, all while coordinating a major relocation of ammunition and equipment to the new facility. Their exceptional dedication and hard work ensure that BSO deputies across the agency continue to receive top-tier training. Congratulations to the Firearms Range Unit for their outstanding service and commitment. BSO's Flying Armed Team. Oh, double duty. Faced with a sudden challenge of departmental transition and extradition arrest responsibilities, this team rose to the occasion with exceptional adaptability. In just 3 months, they successfully trained more than 300 deputies, equipping them with the critical skills and knowledge necessary to confidently take on their new duties. Their swift and effective response has made a lasting impact on organizational efficiency and response. Congratulations, and thank you for your dedication. Next, we have our life-saving awards, and joining me once again to provide that much appreciated assist is Carrie Codd.
Thank you, Vita. And how about a hand for Vita Coleman-Wright, our MC? She should take a well-deserved break, for sure. Now, saving a life is the most profound act that someone can perform. From administering CPR to someone in cardiac arrest, to applying a tourniquet to control severe bleeding, these men and women who will next cross this stage have demonstrated remarkable courage and dedication. Please join me in welcoming these heroes to the stage. Deputy Brett Cassidy. Deputy Linson Cuffey. Deputy Sam Dakrub. Deputy Johnson Dalvamar. Deputy Colin Hops. Deputy Wyatt Genesee. Deputy Griffin Josfolk. Sergeant Donard Hunnicky. Deputy Jeremy Loiza. Deputy David Matthews. Deputy Jason Ryan. Deputy Neil Mondesir. Firefighter paramedic Joseph Porcelli. Deputy Luis Rodriguez. Deputy Kyle Schnackenberg. Deputy Stefano Perez. Deputy Crizia Samaza Garcia. Deputy Hayden Stachura. Captain Jennifer Areola. Lieutenant Yekaterina Valdez. Deputy Justin Valle. Deputy Diashia Wells. Officer Hannah Curtis. Officer Kenneth Murray. Sarah Lopez. Ruben Lopez. Sasha Milan. Deputy Demetrius Williams. Alexander de Amorim. Robert Molika. Justin Stewart. Deputy Eddie Rodriguez. Deputy Wayne Potvin. Deputy Victoria Quinones. Deputy Richard Delgadio. Deputy Carlos Martinez. And now I will turn things back over to Vita Coleman-Wright.
Thank you so much, Carrie. That concludes our life-saving awards. Another round of applause for those honorees. We now turn to our Exceptional Service Awards. And first up, we have Captain Frank Heitman, Director Andrew Baker, Manager Kim Byron, and Specialist Cameron Maglione. Exceptional dedication, professionalism, and teamwork was on full display as this team oversaw the successful design and construction of BSO's state-of-the-art Research Development and Training Center. Their collaboration approach to manage this project included a diverse group of stakeholders, resulting in the RDTC being completed in record time, less than 2 years after the first wall was erected. Thank you for your dedication and hard work. The RDTC is truly a monumental piece of BSO's history. Next up, we have Lieutenant Donald Shanks and Deputy Jeremy Givens. Recognizing a critical need to improve Narcan proficiency among detention personnel, Lieutenant Shanks and Deputy Givens proactively integrated Narcan application to in-service first aid training and developed realistic training aids to ensure hands-on learning. Their efforts have greatly enhanced readiness, strengthened staff capabilities, and promoted a safer environment for both staff and inmates. Their dedication is a true example of excellence in service. Congratulations. Our final Exceptional Service Award goes to Detective Kevin Nitch. In 2024, Detective Nitch played a key role in solving many high-profile, complex cases that pose significant investigative challenges. Further, his clearance rate for homicide investigations was 100%. Well above the state and national averages. His thoroughness, attention to detail, and the quality of his casework are a true testament to his unwavering commitment to justice. And today, we honor him for all his hard work. Congratulations again, Detective. Next, we will present the Public Safety Operations Award, and this award goes to the Operation Heat Shield 5 Planning Team. Operation Heat Shield is a full-scale regional exercise coordinating the preparedness, prevention, and recovery efforts from simulated acts of terrorism in the state of Florida. This exercise involved hundreds of volunteers and participation from units across BSO. Members of the Heat Shield 5 planning group met on more than 35 occasions to develop intricate exercises and logistical plans. Through hard work, expertise, diligence, and dedication, this group effectively organized a successful operation. Congratulations. Let's give them another round of applause. Our next award category is the Sheriff's Distinguished Community Service Award. These winners showed tremendous poise and ability in an unprecedented situation. Please join me in welcoming the individuals who were part of the 2023 Air Rescue 85 response. In 2023, one of BSO's fire rescue helicopters suffered a mechanical failure and, as a result, crashed into the roof of an apartment building. The quick response of deputies who disregarded their own safety, evacuated civilians from the area, and assisted those who were injured. The hazardous materials team put themselves in harm's way to extinguish the fire. These teams set aside their own personal fears and heartache and focused on saving lives before the blaze consumed everything. We thank you for your bravery, for your commitment, and your dedication to public safety. Thank you. This takes us right into our Samaritan Awards, where we recognize Jeriel Moreland. On that tragic August morning, Mr. Moreland helped rescue members of the air crew who were miraculously survived the crash. Recognizing the urgency, he erected a ladder and helped the crew escape off the burning rooftop. Your selfless actions Mr. Moreland, your selfless actions made a life-saving difference that day, and for that we honor you, we thank you, and again, congratulations. Our next Samaritan Award recipients, we have Darius Godwin, Keith Allen, and Cassandra Pierce. I'm sorry they couldn't be here today. Up next, we have Osman Lopez. Okay. All right. John Martin, Shelley McKinney, and Michael Sullivan. Throughout 2024, the nonprofit organization Sunshine State Sonar has helped identify and locate dozens of submerged vehicles throughout Broward County, documenting their GPS coordinates and promptly notifying BSO's dive rescue team. Their efforts have been instrumental in solving multiple cold cases involving missing persons where the dive rescue team assisted in their recoveries. Their volunteer work has filled crucial gaps in public safety operations and has brought closure to families whose loved ones were missing for 6, 20, and sometimes 50 years. Yes. Thank you so much for being here today, and thank you for your contributions. Congratulations. Moving along to our Gold Cross Awards, first we have Detective Jonathan Brown. On June 14th, a felony vehicle associated with an armed kidnapping was identified as a restaurant. During an attempt to apprehend the suspects, the vehicle violently swerved, intentionally colliding with Detective Brown's unit. The suspects then fled at a high rate of speed along I-95. As the primary responding unit, Detective Brown executed a pursuit intervention technique, or pit maneuver, preventing the vehicle from striking an FHP trooper who was conducting a traffic stop. Today, we recognize Detective Brown for his courage and decisive action during an extremely dangerous situation. Thank you and congratulations. Our next Gold Cross honorees are Sergeant Larry Akers, Sergeant Rich Sato, Detective Adrian Catan, Detective Ronald Miller, Detective Michael Teramochia, and one more. We can't forget Detective Kendrick Thompson. What began as a brazen bank robbery in Oakland Park soon turned into a perilous pursuit. Deputies in Lauderdale-by-the-Sea spotted the suspect's vehicle and attempted a felony stop. The suspect fled at a high rate of speed, recklessly driving through the neighborhoods and into oncoming traffic before crashing. As the detectives converged, the suspect exited the vehicle and pointed an object at them in a very threatening manner. The team responded swiftly and decisively, and moments later were faced with yet another challenge when the vehicle caught fire. Without hesitation, detectives pulled the suspect away from the burning wreckage, putting themselves in harm's way. Their actions demonstrated extraordinary courage and valor under pressure. Congratulations, gentlemen. Next, we have Detective Andrea Rocky, Detective Timothy Schaub, and Detective Thomas Golubiewski, affectionately known as Detective Tomsky. These detectives were assigned to the Deerfield Beach Crime Suppression Team when they observed a wanted suspect leaving his residence and entering a vehicle. As the team initiated a controlled suppression stop of the vehicle, the suspect opened fire on them. These detectives engaged the armed suspect and successfully neutralized the threat. Despite the clear danger, these detectives demonstrated exceptional courage and unwavering commitment to public safety. Thank you for your remarkable bravery. Congratulations. Throughout the afternoon, you've heard about exceptional service, commitment, dedication, bravery, and remarkable acts of heroism. These next awards are no different. BSO's Medal of Honor is the highest recognition bestowed upon an individual who places their life in immediate peril to protect others. It is my honor to present to you the first Medal of Honor honoree.
It was a call that no first responder ever wants to get. A young girl in distress, caught in a powerful rip current, disappearing into the ocean. Last summer, Deerfield Beach firefighters responded to that desperate call. A 14-year-old girl well offshore.
The winds were about 15 to 20 miles an hour, 3 to 5 foot seas. It was pretty rough, and there was a lot of rip currents that day. I initially saw her kind of floating face down in the water, and she wasn't moving or anything. She was past the surf, maybe 100 yards out. So she was a pretty far distance out, and I knew at that time, we had to go get her as soon as possible.
Yo! Casper just went out!
Firefighter paramedic Alan Casper made a split-second decision, shedding his uniform, diving into the water, and fighting through the powerful currents. He reached the teenager and began the arduous journey back to shore.
Duck waves, hold my breath, duck a wave, hold my breath, just to try to break through the surf. Once I got through the surf, she was like 50 yards past near a buoy out there. As I got to her, I pulled her head out of the water, did a quick assessment, tried to open her airway. She wasn't breathing. At that point, she had been down for a while. And then that's when an off-duty lifeguard met me with a surfboard. And that's when we put her on top of the surfboard and started to bring her in.
Off-duty Deerfield Beach lifeguard Lieutenant Aileen Patterson rushed in with a rescue board. The two were working together against the elements. On land, crews from Engine 75, Rescue 75, and Rescue 4 immediately began life-saving measures.
I believe we gave closure to that family by actually being able to recover her and give our best efforts. We did everything we could have for her.
Casper's courage was undeniable. Facing danger head-on, he and the entire team did everything in their power to bring her home. The bravery of heroes in the face of impossible odds.
I'm very honored and I'm extremely thankful. We all sign up to this job to do that, to be ready at a moment's notice to go and try to save and help someone's loved one. And that's what we do every single day here at Broward Sheriff's Office.
Thank you for your courage and your compassion. Please welcome firefighter paramedic Alan Casper. Our next group of honorees truly exemplify the bravery of a first responder. Please join me as we watch the next video.
Hey, we have gunshots fired at the Broward County Transit facilities.
At approximately 11:27 p.m. on Wednesday, March 6, 2024, Broward Sheriff's Office deputies responded to reports of a shooting at a Broward County transit facility in Pompano Beach.
Did you see who fired them? Yeah, there's an employee.
While en route, deputies learned that the suspect, 59-year-old Broward County transit employee Rafael Molina, had shot and killed his coworker, 42-year-old Warren Chambers. In a news conference held days following the incident, Sheriff Dr. Gregory Toney describes video footage obtained from the county of what the suspect did prior to murdering his coworker and firing at deputies.
And for roughly 3 or 4 minutes, we can see this suspect standing outside of this room with a lunchbox in his hand. And at some point at roughly 11:25, he removes a firearm from that lunchbox, and the victim comes outside of the room and he executes the victim. We witness him walk and strategically place himself in an ambush position inside of a bus that was vacant, being prepared and waiting for our deputies or the next victim to cross his path.
Those 3 deputies are Sergeant Noel Mercado, Deputy Joseph Sherbo, and Deputy Richo Delgadio with BSO's Pompano Beach Crime Suppression Team. Footage obtained from Sergeant Mercado's BWC shows their bravery in action. Without hesitation, the three arrived on scene, formed a contact team, located the shooter, and exchanged gunfire. At no point during the active shooter incident did the deputies retreat. Instead, they demonstrated tremendous courage in the face of danger and prevented further loss of life.
And they did a remarkable job. I'll say this right now before it even gets to the point. I intend to put the Medal of Honor around all three of their necks. It's the most courageous thing I've seen.
Please welcome Sergeant Norel Mercado, Deputy Delgado, and Deputy Joseph Sherbo. Yes. Yes, thank you again, Sergeant Noel Mercado, Deputy Richard Delgado, and Deputy Joseph Sherbo. Earlier this afternoon, we recognized individuals for their heroic response during the BSO helicopter crash in 2023. Please watch as we witness the bravery displayed during this incident.
Just crashed of the Pompano Beach Airport. Went down in the residential area. It was on fire and it just fell to the sky and crashed.
It felt like the scene of a movie. I would never think of a helicopter spinning out of control like that.
On August 28, 2023, Broward Sheriff's Office Motor Unit Deputy Mitchell Machado was working in Pompano Beach.
That morning I was sitting at the intersection of Atlantic and Dixie, talking to a crossing guard, monitoring traffic, watching kids cross the roadway, when I observed a aircraft spewing out black smoke.
Deputy Machado immediately called dispatch to alert them of the emergency. He then drove to the scene of the crash.
I remember throwing my motorcycle down to the ground and running towards the building.
Everybody out!
I entered the first apartment that was adjacent to the crash.
Is everybody home? Hello?
As I left that apartment, I faintly heard cries for help. I pulled out my baton and tried cracking the windows, but I realized it was an impact window and there was no way I was be able to get in there with just a baton. So as I was thinking, how can I enter this apartment to help the people that are crying for help, that's when the apartment exploded. and pushed me back.
Inside of the apartment that Deputy Machado tried to get into were Broward Sheriff Fire Rescue Battalion Chief Terrason Jackson and the woman who lived in the apartment, Lorene Wheaton. They were both killed.
That's tough to think about. It's hard to think about, and I'm sorry for them.
Deputy Machado and other deputies then worked to evacuate people in the area as the fire from the helicopter crash burned. In the nomination for this award, Machado's captain wrote, "If not for the heroic action of Deputy Machado and other deputies on scene that day, casualties would have been much higher. Deputy Machado, after hearing the screams, put himself in harm's way to save others." Deputy Machado narrowly escaped injury. His helmet bears the scar left by a piece of shrapnel from the explosion.
It reminds me that not every day is promised.
Deputy Machado hopes his actions remind the community that first responders run towards danger in hopes of saving lives.
It is an honor, it's a blessing to receive this, but at the end of the day, we were just doing our job.
Your heroic actions and unwavering bravery are deeply, deeply appreciated. Please join me in welcoming Deputy Mitchell Machado. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the Broward Sheriff's Office 2024 Annual Awards Program. It has certainly been an honor and a privilege to serve here today. I want to thank you all for attending and for joining us in celebrating and recognizing so many outstanding individuals and their achievements. I also want to take an opportunity to thank everyone who played a role in planning today's ceremony, whether it was someone that you saw or someone who was working behind the scenes. And a very special thank you to my colleague Carrie Codd, as well as the staff here at Broward College. And before I go and turn the podium over to the sheriff for his closing remarks and dismissal, I want to wish you all well, traveling mercies, God bless you. And for those pictures that were taken today, you can actually scan the QR code and get all the photos, or you can go on sheriff.org and click on our gallery. Again, I thank you.
Again, to all the family members and elected officials, as well as I noticed some of our partners from the Broward Sheriff's Advisory Council and the Sheriff's Foundation for coming here, thank you. and our other law enforcement partners who were honored here today in their service. Guys, I'll be very short with this. I'm going to start the same way I finished. As we closed out, we issued out 5 of the greatest honors that we can issue out in this profession to a cross-section, not just law enforcement, but to our firefighters that are out here. I said effort. We don't control the outcomes, but we can control the effort. This is an emotional one, because one of ours was lost in one of these tragedies. And we could have lost another one just by his actions to help save. And so we're fortunate that we didn't lose another person. But you notice the effort. Where most people probably would have just said, okay, a helicopter just crashed and there's an explosion and there's a fire, there's nothing else left for me to do. That's not what we've seen here. We saw effort. We don't control the outcome, but we control the effort. We've seen an individual walk into the bus terminal and start executing people. And the response was, not that we're going to stage or stand by, not that there's victims already dead and there's nothing more that we can do. You saw a track meet to the gunfight. You didn't see anyone walking, you saw them sprinting. And in that particular case, because of their effort, we impacted the outcome and stopped more people from dying. And then we saw a young firefighter, new to our profession, new to our craft, but his father is also one of ours. And when he saw a body floating in the water, he could have written it off and said, there's nothing more I can do. Let's wait for the cavalry to come. Instead, he put himself in harm's way and swam out to the victim in hopes to give that person a fighting chance. That's effort. It's not outcome. We get paid for effort. And every one of you in this organization, never forget that. We can't control the outcome, but damn it if we can't give this community 120% effort on every single call for services that we have. When we do that, we give people a fighting chance. When we do that, somebody gets to go home to their loved one. That defines every single reason you sign up for this job. If you've been here long enough and forgotten that, think back to your time walking across this very stage in the academy and how you felt. You were empowered, you were encouraged, you were impassioned to do something greater than yourself, and you wanted to save a life. Don't ever forget that. 450 people went across this stage today, and I challenge the rest of you in this room, be here next year and bring 10 more people with you. So thank you all for your service. Thank you for your dedication to this community. Thank you for allowing me to lead you and following under my command. And thank you to all the family members and friends who support us every single day and absorb all the hardships with us. We never forget about our families. So thank you all. I'm glad you enjoyed the ceremony, and I'll see you next year. Take care.